We are on Mill Street, which feels like a main street in beautiful downtown Plymouth. Since we're in Plymouth, John Gertis said, "Meet me at the Cow." I knew exactly what he was talking about, and everybody in Plymouth knows exactly where he was talking about as well. Hi, John Gertis.
Hi, John McGivern.
In front of the Cow.
I thought for a change we wouldn't see a dam or a mill.
That's why we're here.
We are.
That's good.
And early on, dairy's a big deal, but even before there was dairy, this was a natural center for settlement. You've got, first of all, the Mullet River for water power. You've got a cold spring here, and you're on the road between Sheboygan and Fond du Lac. So this area was a real magnet for settlers. And the first arrived back in 1845. It was a family of Connecticut Yankees named Davidson. And I always thought Plymouth was named for Plymouth Rock or maybe Plymouth, England.
Sure.
Turns out it's a small town in western Connecticut that was the home of Thomas Davidson's first love. So it's kind of a romantic.
That's endearing.
And it is.
Yeah. What put Plymouth on the map?
That was dairy that really made Plymouth's fortune. You have to recall, first of all, we're in the very heart of one of the most productive dairy regions on Earth. So Plymouth early on was a major center for producing and processing cheese. The south side of town had so many plants it was called Cheeseville. And the next step was to sell all that cheese, so you had these what they called dairy boards around the state, kind of exchanges where farmers would meet to sell their cheese to the highest bidder. Plymouth had an exchange late 1800s, and they had the bright idea of opening it to everyone, buyers, sellers, in the entire state. So pretty soon they become the biggest exchange in Wisconsin. But Plymouth still makes cheese. There are 4 major firms here and other manufacturers as well. But it's much more than cheese today. You've got this gorgeous small town, close to major highways, on the edge of the Kettle Moraine. So it attracted people who wanted to live here but work elsewhere, some as far away as Milwaukee.
Pack area utility, production sanitation utility, lunchtime comedian. Here we go.
Off we go. So we're the second largest national brand in America, which is absolutely fantastic, and we've gotten there through our spirit of innovation and new product development.
So this is our 4-cheese Mexican that's being run right now.
I love the fact that you guys do it all. Like if I want it cubed, you'll do it. If I want it sliced, you'll do it. They didn't used to do that.
Well, we were the first ones that did that. It was just in listening and understanding what consumers want.
Oh, God. It's a lot of cheese.
Wow.
So this is our distribution center.
All of this used to be done by hand.
Yeah, this system really allows us to maximize our space here at our Plymouth Distribution Center. One of the things that we don't do is let automation eliminate somebody's position. How long have you been with us, Janet?
29 years, it'll be in September.
28 years. How long you been here?
I've been here for 45 years.
This is a good place to work.
You don't see our name in a lot of places, but we make a lot of products for the companies that you would recognize. We just made our 1 millionth plane
Is that right?
just over the past month.
This is how we know you guys, from stuff like, from this.
This is it, exactly.
Yeah. That's cool. Somebody came to your company with this idea.
They did.
That's really cool. I am in downtown Plymouth. You know what I've noticed? Great old buildings that they've repurposed. Take a look. Building built in the late 1800s. It was a J.C. Penney. Now you know what it is? It's called Maggie's Closet. The Plymouth Arts Center used to be a Chevy car dealer. This building, built in the late 1890s, as Dairy State Bank. Now a very different purpose, advanced eye care. Repurposed from liquor store to historical society. Few people are still upset about that, just so you know. Let's talk about this place. It's really gorgeous.
It's our visitor center and Wesley W. Young Carriage Museum, and it's the new gateway to the Wade House Historic Site. So you start your visit here, you learn about horse-drawn transportation, the world of plank road travel, and town settlement in the mid-1800s.
Wall Dogs Mural, and that's the Plymouth Packing Company, and it was done by Debbie Carr. How are you?
Great, how are you?
You did this.
I helped.
You did.
I helped.
Yeah.
We had a lot of artists help work on it. The idea of it is to do something that's historically significant to the cities that the murals are done in. An old product that no longer exists, or a company that produced these items.
Yeah.
And this way, you know, it's nostalgic to the city. Tourists come in and they go, wow, these are just beautiful, and they look like, you know, old signs of 100 years ago.
Yeah, they really do. How many of these are there around town?
Well, there are 21 right now, and then there are 3 others done by local artists, including myself.
Well, I think this really not only honors this community's history, but the fact that this is your community, and this speaks to your history as well. That
really,
it's a great
great
match.
feeling.
That is Todd.
And if it weren't for him, this wouldn't even be here.
That's right. I made my first quilt in April of 2006 when my son-in-law, Todd Richter, asked me to make him a camouflage quilt when he went to Iraq the first time.
And how did it turn into all of this?
Well, the guys that he's with said, well, where can I get one? And he said, well, my mother-in-law made it. She'll make you one.
Whoa.
So here we are, 22,000 quilts later.
22,000 quilts you've handed out.
Yes, free of charge. They go to our active military that are serving our country overseas. Everything is volunteer and everything is donated.
And you make these quilts for each branch of the service, don't you?
Yes, I buy all official military seconds and thirds.
So this is
That's multicam with Army on the
with
other
Army?
side, the ACU.
What are these?
These are our patriotic lap quilts, which is a small quilt for our veterans who are in local nursing homes.
And are they all very skilled quilters?
Did
you hear the laugh? I heard a laugh.
They are learning to be skilled quilters.
Sports for a minute with my brother Michael. It's episode 1.
You bet.
Season 4, we're back. Plymouth, home of the Panthers. Where are we?
You know
Somewhere
what?
where we've never been before.
Right, track and field.
Track and
We
field.
have not talked track and field
At all.
before at all. And the reason I want to talk about it, a lot of success here at Plymouth in track and field, but I want to talk about because of the participation rate. Coach Jay Grosich does a great job. 750 kids in the school, 125 kids participate.
Are out playing.
Yeah, are competing.
Competing.
Yeah, they don't play,
They don't play.
compete.
Good to know.
But you know what, he coaches boys and girls, and they do co-ed practices, which is really unusual. And he does it because their staff, they have 4 assistant coaches, and Jay, so 5 total, do a great job coaching these kids up. What's cool about it, I asked him about the participation thing. He said there's something for everybody in track and field, all body types.
Oh.
So I thought I'd be a long distance runner and you'd be a pole vaulter.
And why is that, Michael? That's just about enough.
That's our bodies.
It's home of the Panthers.
It is.
I'm glad we're back.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I am too.
We'll see you
Thanks.
next time, Mike.
You bet.
Thanks.
Have a great one, John.
We're at a place called Saranya. It's a beautiful place. Let's talk about what this is.
It's a boutique. And we're a cooperative. Our artists are all members here of a family.
This is one of the finished ones here.
In the family, we have this wide array of beautiful talent.
And so they do their art here, or do they do it at home and bring it in?
It's both.
Art is usually like a solitary thing. So to come here, do you get distracted?
It's really nice to bounce things off of each other sometimes, or just to get to know each other. The more we know each other, the better we can sell each other's work.
And so varied.
We have jewelry, we have oil paintings, we have watercolor painting, we have fabric pieces. And then it's been hand dyed in a couple of layers.
And how would you
So,
wear that?
Like that. There's quilts here.
This is a good way?
That's a very good way, yep. Handmade baskets here even. I'm not sure I like that look on you.
You know what I've come to realize in my short time in Plymouth? I've come to realize that partnerships between industry and community make Plymouth strong. You have 30 seconds to tell us why Plymouth, Wisconsin is the best place in the world to live, work, and play. And Mayor, I'm going to time you, and you can start right now.
Right now, 30 seconds. We have the best schools, the best citizens, the collaboration between nonprofits, citizens, community. We persevere until we finish the task. We are a very friendly community with lifelong relationships. And when you come here and visit, you don't leave. How's that for 30 seconds?
You got 5 more.
I still have more. Come and visit us again, you'll love it.
5,
say cheese,
4,
please,
3,
because that's what we like to say around here.
Thanks, Mayor, that was great.